these are my babies. These are my goodies, and this is what I just ordered. This is how many books I've bought in a month. I don't know if I can get them all even in the frame. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to have you back here today. So, yeah, you're here. All right, guys, so first things first, a little housekeeping, a little happy ditty, a little rant. So, moving up in TikTok, getting some followers, got, 4 new followers and 50 likes on a video where I was ranting about Pizza Hut. Disclaimer, all I wanted was some pizza so that I could just hang out and eat pizza, watch something sad on TV. I ordered my pizza on my Domino's pizza tracker. I waited my 20 minutes and then it told me my pizza was done. So I literally live across the street from Domino's. Like, it is right there. Like, I can see it. So I just do carry out because I'm like, why would I waste their time to have it deliver? Like, yes, I do tip. I was a server. Like, I live that life. But I just wanted pizza. So I go, or the line is out in the road. I waited in line longer at Domino's after my pizza was ready to pick it up than I did waiting for it to be cooked when I placed the order. You may be asking yourself, Madison, what does this have to do with pizza? What does this have to do with books? Because that's the topic of today's video. It's about thrift books, and I hope that you will learn a little something. But anyway, so be a decent dang human, okay? So, all these people who are putting in their orders and just going straight to Domino's before their little pizza tracker says done, you make life harder on everybody else. And I just felt like that was a little good analogy talking about bookstores. I'm all here to support small, and like if you have a local bookstore, like yes, go there, support them. But what I don't like is when universities are like, it will be $500 for that textbook. Like, I'm paying for the class. $500 for a textbook that the professor's not even gonna probably use drives me insane. One of my other rants. So like, be a decent dang human, and overpaying for books and textbooks, like it just really sends me. It just angers me. It drives me crazy. I'm sure you've heard, so maybe you've been told before that you should just rent your books. And yes, if it's a class that like you're taking and the book's required and like you have no interest in it because it's like history or appreciation of art or something like that, like yeah, I wouldn't say like spend the money to buy the book. But what I will say is you probably could buy the book for cheaper off Thriftbooks than you would have to pay to actually rent it. This in no way is an affiliated, sponsored video. Thriftbooks, they did not say Madison when you make this video. Thriftbooks doesn't know who I am other than this person who orders like a lot of books every month, and that's my own due. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Thriftbooks and share my most recent thrift book haul, because all of them except one book is here and I'm so excited. So, a little bit about Thriftbooks. Thriftbooks is an online website where you can buy books new or used. So what is Thriftbooks? Thriftbooks is an online bookstore, and essentially it is people around the world who are sellers through Thriftbooks who are selling these books. The reason I say that is because every time I order a thrift book, it is coming from someone different. It's not like it is shipping from Thriftbooks, where Thriftbooks is like Barnes & Noble, or Thriftbooks is like Books A Million, where they have all the books and they send them from their warehouse. This is actually just kind of a place for independent booksellers to resell books, and they're like the hub. So it's the Amazon of reselling books. A lot of times the books that are being resold on Amazon are also being resold on Thriftbooks. I've only noticed this because I order enough books to notice when prices are the exact same. Now the cool thing about Thriftbooks is you do get free shipping at $5. My other favorite thing about Thriftbooks is you get a free book after you spend so much money. So, order enough books, spend some free money. You may be asking, like, oh, what is the discount? Sometimes on books, it's gonna be an older edition. I will disclaim that. And sometimes you may get a book that you thought was gonna be an 11th edition, but it's a 10. And that kind of happens, and you just roll with the punches. A lot of times, having the newest edition is not the make all break all, and if you're gonna do well in your college class. For example, Pasquini. I found a Pasquini on there for $20. On Amazon, it's $110. So anyway, there's that little disclaimer. Thriftbooks lets you make wish list. So I put books that maybe they don't have the edition, or I'm looking for a cheaper price on my wish list. And then they send me emails daily, weekly, or monthly. You can set notifications for when you want. A lot of times, I always hit the free shipping mark because, again, like I said, it's just $5. And that's one thing about buying books used on Amazon. Amazon, don't hate me because I love you too. But if you're buying used books on Amazon, a lot of times they're not Prime and you have to pay additional shipping. Hurts my heart. Now, I'm not going to say that every time Thriftbooks is cheaper. For example, I was looking at a book today that I wanted to buy. It was $20 on Thriftbooks, or I could buy it for $18 on Amazon. So in that instance, yes, I would go shop at Amazon, but I do recommend Thriftbooks to check it. And again, textbooks, they have so many. I think today I actually have a textbook in here. So let's just see what we got. So I've lately been on a kick of reading like top books everybody in their 20s should read, just because I feel like my life is just a total crap show and I need to get it together. So that's what these two are. So this book, it's called Something Borrowed. It is by Emily Griffin and it's actually a novel. I'll post a review later. This one I actually ordered 2 copies of because I didn't pay attention to what Thriftbooks says. So when you order a copy of a book, Thriftbooks will actually give you a notification to keep you from ordering duplicates, but I ordered duplicates. Whoops. Okay, so these are going along the same trend of in my 20s trying to get my life figured out. So this one, Never Meeting in Real Life, on a list of top 20 books you should read in your 20s. With this one, okay, so this author has a new book out that I want to read, I think, but I wanted to read some of her earlier works first. So again, I'll let y'all know. He's just not that into you. You probably have seen the movie. I have a million times. So I wanted to actually read the book. One thing about Thriftbooks too is, you know how your normal websites have reviews? So does Thriftbooks. So people who have read these books will actually leave reviews of them and you can look at them. A little bit about Thriftbook system of how they rank books. They rank them from like new, very good, good, acceptable, used, etc. And they have a key. So I always try to get books that have a red tag deal. And what this means is, hey, it's a deal, right? So most of these books were actually deals and almost all of these books were under $5. Whereas even if I was buying them off Facebook Marketplace use, they would be more. And especially if I was gonna try to buy the same book brand new. And some of these are actually old library editions, or some of them were actually new books, so. I just ripped the soft cover of this one, but it did not have one. This one's called You'll Grow Out of It. It's another 20-something get your life together book. I feel like I need to do a review on these in the end because I haven't read any of these books. All I know is all of these books are self-help books that like, hey, okay, and again, we have my duplicate book I bought and this other selfie help book. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 books, and there's one that's not here yet. Stack of books plus this textbook was all under $100. It was actually more like $60 with taxes for all these books. And the reason it was so high is honestly this textbook I paid $20-something for. I'll look on my history. This is for all my vet med people out there. It's a repro book. It's not in print anymore, so I've been watching for 6 months to find a copy of it, and it finally came on sale. So when it came on sale and someone was selling a copy, I was like, I have to have it. Now, this book was actually listed as an acceptable condition, and because it's out of print, I said, you know what, I'll just get it. I normally stick with the very good, and that's kind of like where I'll stop saying I'm gonna buy something. But I kind of bit the bullet and was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I know it's out of print. So it came in as an acceptable condition, but it actually looks amazing. Like there's no marking or dog ear tags or anything in here. So this book, honestly, was probably the biggest steal or deal that I got out of this set. These are all books that I've gotten off Thriftbooks. These are not all textbooks, just this top one is. I have gotten over 15 textbooks off Thriftbooks too. So I just wanted to close this video out with saying that you should really consider looking on Thriftbooks when you're looking for books. I mean, I know you can rent it, but like I said, sometimes you can get these books for cheaper than it costs to actually rent it. And the other thing is if you buy it super cheap, you can always resell it. I've gotten Thriftbooks textbooks before and then resold them to my campus bookstore and made money on them. So, alright guys, so I hope you tune in next time for another video hanging out with me where we talk life, we're going to talk tech, we're going to talk that mad, we're going to talk, we're just going to talk. So, if you like my channel, please subscribe. Words of Bob Barker, spay and neuter your pet, folks. See you next time.